The border disaster continuing to shift toward the west following the stricter security measures taken by Texas. Now, a small town near San Diego is emerging as a hotspot for migrants from around the world who are treating the border as an open door. Bill Melugin is live in Jacumba, California for us. Bill?
Yeah, Jackie, good morning to you. Out here in Jacumba, we're about an hour east of downtown San Diego right now. This is a very remote area that has seen an explosion of illegal crossings from Chinese migrants and Middle Eastern migrants. This is the area the cartel has been pushing them across for some reason. You can see some of them over my shoulder right now, camped out off a major interstate out here, waiting for Border Patrol to pick them up. I'll show you what it looked like out here last night. Take a look at this video. I came out before midnight. There were dozens of these migrants from all around the world who are camping out here with fires. It's chilly out here, again, waiting for Border Patrol to pick them up. This is right off of Interstate 8 out here in San Diego County, a main thoroughfare. There was not a single Border Patrol agent out here for hours when I was out here. All these people waiting to be picked up, some from China, some from Turkey, some from Central America. They were just waiting. Here's some of what they had to say when I talked to them. Take a listen. Where are you guys from?
Turkey.
Turkey. Where are you guys from? ¿De dónde son?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Where are you guys from?
China.
China. What city in the U.S. do you want to go to?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. L.A.? Los Angeles. Okay. Now, the number of Chinese have been exploding here at the southern border. This is not normal. Take a look at this graphic right here to put it in perspective. CBP sources telling Fox in the last 4.5 months since October 1st, there have been more than 20,000 Chinese nationals encountered here at our southern border. Compare that to all of fiscal year 2021 when there were only 450 Chinese nationals encountered. That is a more than 4,000% increase in Chinese national encounters in just the last few years. And it is not just from China. Colleague Griff Jenkins caught up with a group of Syrian men out here yesterday. Take a listen.
From Syria.
Syria? English?
So.
Why are you coming to the U.S.? Why come?
Because we love America and we need a nice style, a nice life.
Yeah, coming for jobs?
Yeah, a nice job, a nice because our country very weird.
Dana and Jackie, you'll notice very quickly out here at the California border, it is very different than Texas. There is no razor wire, there's no shipping containers, there's no National Guard, there is no highway patrol. California is a sanctuary state, and as early as this year, it became the first state in the country to start offering taxpayer-funded health care for illegal immigrants. We'll send it back to you.
Wow. Bill Melugin for us in Jacumba. Thank you, Bill.
And if security concerns along the border were not already sky high, let's bring in Tim Healy, former director of the Terrorist Screening Center. You were part of a group of former FBI officials who sent a letter to congressional leaders. What did you want to warn them about?
Dana, the issues. Let me talk very briefly, just a couple quick points. Point one is that they're classifying us as intelligence officers, and we're not. You know, we're FBI agents. Intelligence officers do assessments. We don't do this. Wasn't an assessment. This was reporting the facts. So the other thing that I want to point out is 10 people. If you're in the FBI and you look at these 10 people, it's a very diverse group. It's a very diverse group because we have different specialties. You have folks that were, the head of the criminal division. You have folks that were the head of intelligence. You have folks that were head of CI. And so this problem that we looked at was a tremendous concern, and I was the director of the Terrorist Screening Center. So, a criminal guy looks at this and says, there's 90,000 people that are getting in that are murderers and rapists and dopers. There's 30,000 Chinese nationals that are coming in. You've got a former Customs Border, commissioner that comes up and says, in the last 36 months, there was 8.9 million people that came in. And then you've got the intel guy that says, hey, look, the demographics of this group has changed. It used to be kids and family members. Now it's adult males. And so 65% of it's adult males. Mm-hmm. And so we looked at this and were extremely concerned about, does anybody get this? And then from my perspective at the Terrorist Screening Center, the last 3 years, you had 336, known or suspected terrorists arrested between entry points in the southern border. If you take the past 4 years, fiscal year 17, 18, 19, and 20, you had 14. So that caused us, from my perspective, sleepless nights. So that's why we wrote the letter to Congress to say, hey, do you guys know this is going on? And this is a concern that we've got.
So Bill Melugin is where Griff Jenkins was over the weekend. He wrote this yesterday on X, saying that in addition to the influx of Chinese, Fox encountered 3 Syrian men in Hukumba. They will receive additional screening when they are processed because Syria is designated by the U.S. as a state sponsor of terror. Okay, fine. So they are going to get screened.
Right.
What about the ones who are getting through the gotaways, who we have no idea where they are?
Well, the 1.8 million gotaways. So the individual that we have that that used to be with Border Protection, he's concerned about the gotaways, but he's also concerned with the numbers, the volumes. So when you take a look at all of the people that we've got that we know about, then you've got 1.8 million of people that we don't know about. So my question is how many of those gotaways, were part of the terror screening center? It's part of the watch list. I've got to just share with you, when I was the director of the Terror Screening Center, I had a program, I called it the Gold Program. And every day I was briefed on the encounters. We averaged 100 encounters a day. And I'd have them highlight in gold the ones that weren't pending FBI cases. We'd average 1 or 2 a month. So maximum 12 to 24. And I was concerned about those 24 because those were encountered in the U.S., typically by law enforcement officers unknown to the FBI. That's somebody that's on the watch list unknown to us. Mm-hmm. So I was concerned about those 24 and made sure the FBI was working those cases. Now there's 336. So, and then plus the gotaways.
Plus, that we know of.
It's a significant
Tim,
problem.
Thank you so much. We have some breaking news we want to get to, and I want to make sure that we stay in touch. The American people say, in the Pew poll, 80% of them think the administration is doing a bad job on the border. 80%. So this is one of the reasons why. Thank you so much, Tim Healy.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.